check. Let me double check. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jared Sissel. Hey, man, I done linked up with YPE, and man, we about to bring a new show to y'all, and it's gonna be called Battle Royale Sports. Hey, this show here, you're gonna be able to call in. You're gonna be able to get in the chat room. You're gonna be able to talk your junk, and on each night we're gonna do a different sport. So we're gonna do NFL sports. We're going to do youth sports. We're going to do high school sports. We're going to even do college sports. You know what I mean? And tomorrow is going to be our first episode, and we're going to start with the youth sports, and we're going to talk to and find out who's the number one team, not just in your state, but in the nation. Because you got programs like D1 Sports, you got programs like Battle, you got so many other rankings and national championships to where, hey, it ain't no more your own backyard, who the best in your city. It's national now. Because I even know here in Birmingham, we got a couple teams that's actually went down there and won. Shout out to Kurt White. You know what I mean? He went and took his center point team. Now they the Terran Ducks. He went down to Battle, came back home the number one team in the nation. Shout out to Bessemer Tigers. Coach B. Hudson. Last year, he took his team down the Nationals to the Battle. Came back to Birmingham. Now he number one. Well, was number one. They had a big game today from a team from Texas. They came into town, and he said it was bailing over there. So, Coach Hudson, if you on, man, come holler at me. Let us know what happened tonight, man. You know what I mean? Let us know. But hey, this is here. It's going to be where the place. You can come talk your junk. You can represent your team. You can represent your city. Whatever. I even got a couple interviews lined up, so when that college episode come in, you ain't no telling who you going to see on that show, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of boys from Birmingham out there in that college field right now. And speaking of that, shout out to Hudgens out there in Tulane. He's starting running back now. That boy toting that ball. Shout out to Cam out there in Colorado. He leads the Pac-12 in interceptions. Man, shout out to everybody that's from Birmingham that's on that map. You already know, you know what I mean? We definitely finna talk about good old Ohio State on that college episode. You know what I mean? We ain't studying that Roll Tide Bama. We talking about Ohio State. We talking about everybody. Florida State. We're going to even break down this week's, top 25 and going into this weekend. We're gonna break it down at all. But why I got y'all today, why my producer Jason Ship's in the background messing with some stuff, tweaking some stuff. We're gonna chop it up tonight, man, if y'all don't mind. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about this Sunday. This particular Sunday, we had some good NFL games going on. So you know what I mean? If you're here, shoot, tune in. Let me know you're here. Let me know what's going on. If you won't, send me an invite. I'll go ahead and let you add yourself to here, and we can talk about these games together. So, if you got something to talk about, you want to talk your jump, hey, it's whatever on the show. So, y'all go ahead, pour you a drink. You know what I mean? We got San Fran whooping up on Dallas Cowgirls. So, go ahead, pour you a drink, get yourself together. And we're going to be back in a few seconds. And we're going to go ahead and talk some NFL football, all right? All right, man. Your boy's back. Your boy's back. Welcome to the Battle Royale Sports Live Show, hosted by your boy Jared Sissel, and this is another YPE production. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the NFL today, this Sunday, and we'll start with the early games. And the first game today was the Jacksonville Jaguars playing against the Buffalo Bills. Now that right there, I don't know who all got up early this morning to watch that game, but it was popping. It was some football this morning. Me personally, I didn't get up and catch this one, but I had some fantasy players in this game. You know what I mean? Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback, and Stephon Diggs, the wide receiver. You know what I mean? In this game, really, going into it, they both, was projected to be good teams in the NFL this year. Buffalo was sitting at 3-1. Jacksonville came in the game 2-2. So it was both teams coming in with high hopes after the first leg of the NFL of the season, and Jacksonville actually pulled this game off. It was a early first half. It all went to Jacksonville. Well, the first quarter went to Jacksonville. Second quarter, they ended at 11-7. So going into the second half, it really was anyone's game. Well, obviously, at the end of the game, you see Jacksonville pulled it off 25-20. Now, I tell you this, Calvin Ridley, that man has had a new breath of fresh air ever since he left Atlanta Falcons. So shout out to Ridley. You know what I mean? It shows you can have a bad experience off the field, but get a fresh start. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Calvin Ridley. I know Trevor Lawrence is excited because, you know what I mean, now he got the running back he had in college. Then he got a good wide receiver to go with that stout defense. Shoot. So now you got both teams sitting at 3-2 after this week. So that ain't too bad. Now, the next game was the Falcons versus the Texans. Man, I sure wanted C.J. Stroud to get another win. That would have been 3 wins in a row for the youngin. And with him being an Ohio State native, you know what I mean, going to show this young man all the support I can. I'm going to fool with my man. I'm definitely going to fool with C.J. Stroud. And then I'm going to fool with DeMeco Ryans. He's from here in Birmingham, you know what I mean? And he got that, not just the defense of Houston, he got the whole squad believing in what he's doing. He ain't as loud as Dion, but he's making impacts just like Dion is for black coaches on the next level. So shout out to DeMeco Ryans and the Houston Texans. But today, they actually lost to the Houston Falcons. I can't believe it. And then the boy Pitts, the tight end, finally had a decent game. I'm telling you, I got this boy in my fantasy. He ain't done nothing all damn season. Now, the week I put him on the bench for Zach Ertz, he want to show up. But it is what it is. So, you know what I mean? And the Falcons, they're in a good position. They at 3-2. They're sitting at the top of the NFC North. And their division, other than the Saints, it's all open for grabs. Carolina's trash. And that's what the whole buddy say? Trash. Yeah, Carolina, they're trash. So, between them and Tampa Bay, and as long as you got Baker Mayfield on the roster, eventually it's going to crash and burn. It might not crash and burn yet, but eventually it's going to crash and burn. So, you know what I mean? The Falcons is really sitting at a good position for whatever they're trying to do this season. It's just a matter of is they going to show up or not when it's time for the playoffs. Then you got Panthers versus Detroit. Now, week 1, Detroit came out and put people on notice by beating the Chiefs. The Chiefs, you know what I mean? They beat the Chiefs. And they turned around, and now they're 4-1 as they keep going through the season. Man, are you not shocked? Are you not shocked? Because I'm shocked. I did not expect the Detroit Lions to be 4-1 right now. And these boys is no joke. They put up 42 points today. You know what I mean? In each week. And then their running back duo between Montgomery and Gibbs, man, it's like them boys is balling. And they're doing it like without no setbacks. So shout out to the Detroit Lions. You know what I mean? And they're sitting in a division where you got teams such as who? Minnesota Vikings? Come on, man. Come on. You can do this. Then Chicago, they can beat them. They were only really got to worry about is the Green Bay, and shit, Jordan Love's still out there. It's a little question mark. So we shall see. So, shout out to Detroit. Now, this week was Jonathan Taylor's first week back in the league, and they played against Derrick Henry. And that game, it was close. You know what I mean? It was a close game, but the Colts pulled it off 16-23. So shout out to the Colts. Now, if Richardson can stay healthy, they got them something special there. But that man's going to have to stay healthy. But right now, they sitting pretty good at 3-2. So, they're going to keep it moving. Now, the next game is the Dolphins versus the Giants. You got one of the sorriest teams in the NFL versus one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. Shout out to Tua, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and soon to be Chase Claypool. Like, Miami's offense is nasty. And it's like no matter who you giving the ball to at the running back position, them boys is always, all of them is getting off. This week, they're running back, Aiken, he had 51 rushing yards with a touchdown. And, last week, the week before when they played Denver, he had, 3 tubs? So, them Dolphins is like something serious, man. Them Dolphins is something serious. Then from there, you got the Saints versus the Patriots. I don't know what to say about these Patriots. These Patriots is very suspect this year, man. Everybody, I don't know, they got an Alabama quarterback. We got an Alabama quarterback. Man, Mac Jones ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? What is going on? He making the Saints look like a Super Bowl contending team. 34-0. You know what I mean? And then it's like they got some weapons there. Derek Carr got Chris Olave on one side, Michael Thomas on the other, and Kamara in the backfield. Like, that offense, shit. Then Jameis sitting in the back up waiting to come in if something happened to him, but he getting a nice paycheck just by helping. All right, come on, McCaffrey. A quick score update. Dallas Cowgirls 10, San Francisco 49ers 28. I love that. Love Dallas losing. I love it. Steelers, let's go. So, you know what I mean? But Derek Carr and the Saints, man, they looking all right. And so they're sitting at 3-2, just like the Atlanta Falcons. That NFC North, you know what I mean? A bump team can win some, I see. Then the next 1 o'clock game we're going to talk about is my game. My game. Pittsburgh had me on the edge of my seat the majority of the day. Boy, our offense, first down. Good play. Our offense is suspect. And we got talent. Kenny Pickett, he all right, but he got George Pickens. He got Najee, Jalen Warren, the tight end from Georgia. Deontay Johnson, Allen Robinson. Man, we got a fucking squad, and we barely can get 10 points on offense. That's sad, man. Today, our defense had to get, 6, 8, 9 points? Man. But we actually found a way to beat Lamar Jackson. And shout out to Lamar, you know what I mean? He's a good running back. A good quarterback. I'm sorry, they wanted him to be a running back. He is a hell of a quarterback. He's one of the best. You know what I mean? NFL MVP, all that. But he still has not been able to beat that threshold of beating his rival team, which is the Steelers. And as you can see, we put it on them today. You know what I mean? That defense, after that first touchdown he had in the first quarter, they ain't get nothing else the rest of the game. That's what I'm talking about. TJ Watt, Mika Fitzpatrick, Levi Wallace, even though he found a way to get burnt. Patrick Peterson. Speaking of Patrick Peterson, Jason, y'all can take his ass back to Minnesota. He is old and washed up. We don't need him. We don't need him in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? If anything, we need to use him as leverage, make a trade, go get somebody, but his old ass is not it. So Patrick, we got to figure out something. But either way go, Pittsburgh held up and we won that game. So now we're tied with Baltimore for number one in the AFC North, 3-2. We went over the tie break. So, once Dallas lose today, y'all the same record as us. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to say, Dallas. Now from there, we got the Eagles and the Rams. Eagles still undefeated. Jalen Hurts, former Oklahoma Sooner, Jalen Hurts is undefeated. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they're going to go back to the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go back to the Super Bowl, but, they you know what I mean? Them and San Fran, they both looking good. But I fool with the Eagles, you know what I mean? They have a nice squad. A.J. Brown and Smith, both of them, they get off. 1 week is one, next week is the other. They eating. And Jalen Hurts is finding a way to produce and get that ball to him. And then today, he found a way to get it done on the ground and in the air. That boy had, 300 passes, 70-something rush. Man, he had a good game today. So shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to the Eagles. Y'all still being undefeated. Today, Cincinnati finally got going. Joe Burrow actually showed up, threw 3 tubs to Jamar Chase, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. And they was able to produce. They was able to get in rhythm. So I don't know. Maybe this would be the old Cincinnati we seen last year, who only time will tell. But Cincinnati finna, try to do something. But they won today against the tanking Cardinals, because we already know Cardinals is trying to tank the first round pick, the first pick in the draft next year. So, now Sierra's husband, on the other hand, Denver Broncos, these boys came down with. They went all the way to New York and still could not. I mean, they had New York come to them and still couldn't get a win at home against the Jets. Then on top of that, Sean Payton had the nerve to make a statement about the Jets coach, saying that was the worst coaching job and coaching position, whatever he said. How you going to talk about somebody, talk about their job, and their team come in your town and beat you? And you got Russell Wilson at quarterback. Really? I don't know what to say about the Broncos, but that Sean Payton, Russell Wilson experiment is not it. It's not it, man. I don't care what nobody say. It is not it. Now, Taylor Swift's little boyfriend and the Chiefs, they found a way to win today. You know what I mean? I don't know how in the world it was really 27-20, but they actually let Vikings stay in the game, but they still found a way to win. So between Pacheco, Kelsey, Holmes, that Chiefs offense is being equivalent to their defense. And I don't know if they're going to win the Super Bowl this year, but they have the squad and the coaching staff to be back in the Super Bowl. But hopefully, Pittsburgh find a way to, work something out with their offense and their offensive coordinator. And, hey, we can easily be in there. But, hey, we're not the only team that could easily be in there in the AFC. If Cincinnati get hot, they're contenders. If Cincinnati get hot, they're contenders. Baltimore, if Lamar can stay healthy and don't do some boneheaded stuff, Baltimore has a chance. The most explosive offense, Miami. If Tua could stay healthy, Miami got a chance. And their coach matches the team's energy. You know what I mean? This man is calling some plays out there. This man is getting crunk out there. So his swagger and their demeanor, hey, I easily can see Miami being one of those squads going to the playoffs. Well, not going to the playoffs, going to the Super Bowl. I don't want to admit it. but it's possible. Now, the NFC, on the other hand, it's really only going to be between the Niners and the Eagles because of just the way both teams play. They're built from top to bottom. They got big names on defense. They got, game manager quarterbacks. They got running backs that you can depend on. They got receivers that you can put the game on. Heck, even both of their tight ends, both of the team's tight ends, or the best tight ends in the NFL, or top tight ends in the NFL. So both of their teams have what it takes. It's just going to be the matter of who's going to be able to hold it down and who's going to be able to stay healthy when they get closer to the end of the season. So we ain't got no choice but to find out, man. We really ain't got no choice but to find out. I just know, y'all gonna hear me say this a lot as the season go. Long as Dallas ass lose, I really don't care. You know what I mean? That between the Cowgirls and Alabama, we already know Jared don't want. Now, Alabama, they fat next year. When my boy Jalen get there, roll tide. But until then, no, buddy. Oh, Purdy just threw another touchdown. He my quarterback in fantasy. So hopefully I bounce back because I damn sure was losing. But hey, there again, leaving in Dallas' hands, your tickets is gonna look good. Everything gonna look good. Just better get Dallas. So as we continue this show, do anybody that keep popping on and out? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got something they want to talk about? But if not, it's all good because tomorrow evening, we will be live and we will be getting to the youth segment of the show. And we'll be finding out who's the number one team in the nation. Because like I told y'all, man, youth sports, it's something serious. And this youth football, it's some good talent, some good kids, and kids that want to have fun. Kids that, take this game serious. And these little dudes is out here funny, man. They got swag. They got it all. The chants, all that stuff. So we're going to talk to a couple players, couple coaches. We're going to go through a couple of the different rankings. And we're going to do our research together to find out what rankings is true, what tournaments are legit, and what is and who is the number one team in the nation. You know what I mean? Because like I said, that the Bessemer is a park. They have a few teams that go down to Battle's national championship, and they've been competing. And then same thing, like I said, for that tier team. And then you got all them with them ABMs and the rare breeds and them OG ducks and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead, man. We're gonna find out who is the number one team in the nation in this youth sports. And then we're going to hit you with later on this week, high school football. Because I'm telling you, state of Alabama, high school football, especially this season right here, it's been the best. You know what I mean? You got teams like Parker, they've been balling. They looking pretty good. They just had a big injury, but they a quarterback in the helms waiting. So, Parker looking good. They got some of the best recruiting athletes in the nation. They got the number one defensive lineman in his class. Well, no, they got a top 3 defensive linemen in the senior class and the top 2 defensive linemen in the junior class. They got the best corner in the junior class. Parker got some boys, so shout out to Parker. Shout out to Ramsey. You know what I mean? Parker beat Ramsey early in the season, but Ramsey look like they're going to defend that 5A crown. Big shout outs to 6A Clay Chalkville. They say this is their redemption year, and they got Mr. Alabama on their squad. And I'm calling it now. Jalen Mbakwe going to win Mr. Alabama. I'm telling you, 30 minutes on Battle Royale, Jared Sister going to tell you first. Jalen Mbakwe going to be Mr. Alabama this year. That boy's balling, man, and he's playing a different position than what he's used to playing, and he's leading his team to the state championship. They beat arguably one of the top 5 teams in the nation in Thompson, And it wasn't no squeaky win. That boy balled on ESPN too. And he had like 5 touchdowns? Come on, man. Alabama got them something special. He said he don't want to play both ways, but I'm sorry, dude. The way you balling out there, what you might need to help Alabama out like that, especially if I'm finna cheer for their asses. We might need you, Nick Saban. You know what I mean? Get that boy right. So, you know what I mean? And then from there, we're going to have a college football show. So it don't matter if you're young, old, whatever. Hey, here at YP Battle Royale Sports Live, we got you covered. We got you taken care of. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever topic, whatever coaching change going on, whatever. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? We got some special guests coming on next Monday when we do the youth sports show. I got a couple treats for y'all. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. And I damn sure ain't gonna tell y'all what I got lined up for this college episode. But tonight it was just a test run. You know, Jason in the background playing with some things. I'm here. You know what I mean? We just want to make sure the connection was right because we got something planned for y'all this upcoming season. Football is like a couple weeks in college and pro and high school. We're getting close to the playoffs in high school. Little League is getting close to the playoffs. NFL is getting good. College football is getting exciting. We having top teams lose. No team is really looking like a number one team, even though the number one team had an impressive game this week against Kentucky. You know what I mean? So here we're going to be talking sports. We're going to be talking it all. Once we get closer to basketball season, we got you. But I want you to come on the show. I want to hear what the fans got to say. So when we start talking about this number one youth tomorrow, hey, if your team is up there in the top, whatever, and y'all think y'all going to be the new number one, or if y'all are currently ranked number one, I want to hear it. I want you to break it down to me and everybody out there. We want to hear it. We want to see what it is. Ooh, shoot, what happened? Touchdown. That Prescott threw an interception or something? I don't know. But it's 41-10. Oh, my bad. Oh, Purdy. It was Purdy. Who did it? Oh, no, this dude ran it. Damn. He ran, what, about 30-something yards? Shh. And looked like Michael Parsons hurt. Oh, they already ain't got digs. Oh, man. Look, man, I'm telling y'all, yes, I am a Dallas Cowgirl hater because their fan base, man, y'all already know who y'all is. You know, Polo, Bounds, CC, Coop, all y'all. Man, we already know, man. We already know. So, look, if you got any videos of your kids in youth sports, get it out to the YPE. Get it out to YPE. Inbox Jason Ship. Get your highlights to your kids so they can be on the show. If you're in high school, get with send your videos to Jason. Send your highlights. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some music. We're gonna have some prizes. You know what I mean? So, like I said, next Monday for the youth show, we're gonna give out a prize for the best highlight. So if you got some videos of your boy, whatever the case may be, get it on over to YPE, man. We're going to look out for these kids. We're going to look out for the fans. We're going to look out for all y'all. So with that being said, man, look, tune in tomorrow evening so we can go ahead and talk about who's the number one in youth sports. I'm finna go finish enjoying this whooping that the Cowgirls is getting, and I will see y'all tomorrow evening. So on the behalf of YPE and 5K TV, man, peace. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, and let's get it for Monday night. Peace.